First pitch is about underway. We had a set of twins doing the first pitch and first swing. Kim Min Suk leads things off for Doosan, 286 on the season. Kang Sung Ho, the big spot, hitting 500 on the season, down in the third spots. He's taken over at third base. He was the second baseman. He's taken over at third base because their regular third base and is now the third baseman for the KT Wiz. So defensively, Rojas, Bae Jung-dae, and Kim Min-hyuk out in the outfield. They've had the same basic lineup except for second and first has made a few changes. The big matchup that I'm looking for is, so first pitch is about underway. So Hyun Jun, and first pitch, first hits, and that is gonna be a leadoff single. First pitch, first hits is Kim Min Suk lines it right back up the middle, and yeah, that was quick. So you got what do you got? The third batter for Doosan, the second and fourth batter for KT. But Kang Sung, so first pitch, first liner there. So Hyun Jun didn't pitch against Doosan in the last 2 years. The last time he pitched against him was in 2022. He's pitched well against him, as that is ball one way outside. Kim Jae-won steps in, 200 on the season. So 3, 4, yeah. So for Hyun Jun on the season, as that one is going to be lifted to center field, and it's going to drop in front of Bae Jung-dae, and that's 2 on 2. The first 2 batters have already reached here, and they've got some trouble brewing, ladies and gentlemen. So trying to get to where what I was trying to say is, so you have So Hyun Jun, who didn't pitch against Doosan last year, 324 last year, 6 games, but didn't start any games. He was a rookie of the year a few years back. He's pitched really well, but he's dealt with injuries that have kept him out of the league for a bit. As that is going to be lifted to center field, going back at the warning track, jumping, makes the catch, falls into the fence, and that's will move runners to the corner. So very surprised there is Kim Jae-won did not go. Kang Sung Ho missed a RBI by just a few feet. Kim Jae-won was all the way to second base. Not sure he needed that jump into the fence. It must have been just got out of acting class today. He literally landed on a foot and then jumped into the fence. But 1 away now. Not a good start for Son Hyun Jun. The games that he has played against KT in 2022, 5 games, he was 4-0. And in 2021, he was 2-0 in 3 games. His Cave swings and misses there, and it's strike 1. 182 on the season for Cave has not not gotten into the groove. I mean, I still think he has very good plate discipline. So I think he will be perfectly fine. As he lays off of that one, they check over at third base, and he says he did not go, and it's 1-1. So I think Cave he's not going to hit a whole bunch of home runs, but I think he has really good plate discipline. He definitely went around. All right. We've got the 1-1 count, 1 out, runner on first and second, or first and third, and a swing and a miss as that drops out of the zone, and it's 1-2. So So Hyun Jun, 126 ERA in 2022 in 5 games, 4-0, and then 32 strikeouts in 35 innings. In 21, he pitched in 3 games. He was 2-0 with 5 strikeouts in 18 innings. So that's going to be lifted, and that's going to be trouble, as that one is going to hit off the wall, and 1 run is in. That will be Kim Jae-won is held up at third. He gets back. He's out. A horrible, piss poor base running there as Cave has an RBI double. And just like that, it is 1-0 as Kim Min Sok is able to come home. Cave is standing on second base. And it's 2 outs now because of absolutely awful, awful base running. He overran it, turned around, tried to go back. Kim Young Min or Hog Young Min actually tried to tag him, but he wasn't even at the base yet, and he had to like stand back up and go to tag him. Like that was just awful. Like ran right through a stop sign, and then was out at third. But we've got 2 away now. 1 run did score as Cave is now standing on second with his RBI and swing and a miss there from Yang Yi, and it's 0-2. Yang Yi. Yang Yi. Yang Yi. What a great song. Oh, Doosan out to an early lead. The top of the offense, again, is a very top-heavy offense. After Yang Yi, it cools down real quick as he fouls that away. And Yang Yi has also struggled on the season, only hitting 250. And, you know, they say that he hasn't batted yet. Oh, you talking about Kang Sung Ho? No, he flew out to the warning track. The center fielder made a jumping catch and into the wall. And here comes the 1-0, and that's fouled away. And it stays 0-2. He moved Kim Min Sok over to third base on the long flyout. All right, here comes the 0-2 pitch to Yang Yi, and that bends, but not in, and it's 0-1 or 1-2. I don't even know my counts anymore. Oh, Cave standing on second base, trying to make his way back into the dugout to get his own gear instead of having somebody bring it out to him at second base. And that's low, 2-2. Pitch count isn't up despite giving up 3 hits already in this game. Because again, first pitch was a single, second or third pitch was another single. The counts aren't getting up there, it's just they're hitting it. As that misses upstairs, and that's going to be ball 3. Runs the count full, first full count of the day. Yang Yi was behind in the count 0-2, and now it's sitting here at 3-2 as he fouled off a couple, and So Hyun Jun is seems like he's wearing down a little bit as he stepped off the back of the mound. Puts his glove up to his ear to see if he can actually hear the calls from Jang Sung-woo. All right, here comes the 3-2 count. Cave at second, and that is lifted up into the air. Shortstop over in foul territory, and that'll be 3 away, but not before they get on the board. It's 1-0 Doosan after a pair of singles and a double and some piss poor base running, and we will go to the bottom of the first. Oh. Quickly already up 1-0 for Doosan. Oh, the offense for KT cannot be held down. Their offense is really, really solid. So we'll see if they can do anything. I don't have a lot of confidence in Doosan's pitcher. Again, Chae-Sung Young is not your typical number 4 starter. They really seem like they're going to run into some major issues in this rotation. So Kang Baek-ho will lead things off for KT. Chae Sung Young. So last year he had an ERA of 6, uh, 12 games, 6 starts. He was 2-0 and did have a hold. 12 games, 27 innings, 319 batting average against and a 1.63 whip. He only pitched in 27 innings and he gave up 6 home runs. That is important to know because uh, he pitches in Jamshid, which is one of the best season or biggest stadiums in the. So he did pitch well in the wild card against KT, but in the regular season, he did not pitch well. In the past, last year against KT, he had a 16.20 ERA in the regular season. 16.20, ladies and gentlemen. One game, 1.2 innings. They hit 500 against him and scored 3 runs as Kang Baek-ho lifts that one left fielder at the warning track and first pitch and one away. Both teams coming out swinging. As Kang Baek-ho first pitch swinging and he sends that to the warning track. We'll see. I don't know how much wind we've got in this stadium. It wasn't nearly as windy as it has been. Rojas is stepping in now. But yeah, Chae Sung-young in 23 against KT. He pitched in 5 games with a 3.44 ERA, but in 22 he pitched in 4 games with an ERA over 11. So that's in there for strike. It really, I mean, is not a lot of confidence. Rojas has been off to a pretty slow start, 167 on the season. But yet here we are with a swing and a miss, and KT, despite Rojas's really slow start, is 2-1. They did lose again. They lost the opening game against Hanwha. Hanwha was able to come back. Annyeong. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. And here comes the 0-2 pitch to Rojas. Lifted foul, and it'll reset for another 0-2 pitch. It's like, I want a different ball. This one's got too many stitches on it. All right, reset pitch number 5 on the 0-2 count. And catches him staring at it. And that's strikeouts number 1 and out number 2 as Rojas goes down looking. That's going to bring up Hog Young-min. Hog Young-min, again, the former Doosan Bear for many years. Many years. And just barely kisses the outside corner. And it's 0-1. 7 hits already on this season, hitting 467, playing great defense over at third. And here comes the 0-1 pitch. That's going to be lifted foul, and it's 0-2. He is throwing strikes, ladies and gentlemen. Throwing some strikes. He's thrown 7 pitches. He's thrown 7 strikes. Hitting 319 in his career at KT Suwon KT Wiz Park, as that's going to be a slow grounder to the shortstop. Throws it across, a horrible throw, but Young Sung Han jumps off the bag, catches it, tags Hog Young-min, and 1, 2, 3 goes the KT Wiz. We'll go to the second inning. It's 1-0. The Bears. The Bears. Should get a tally going. How many times I say the Bears? Channel my inner Ditka. That was a quick inning for Chae Sung-young. Very surprising, honestly. I really am very, very surprised. 8 pitches, 8 strikes. You gotta love a 8 pitch inning to start your season. KT, on the other hand, 16 pitches from So Hyun Jun. And again, 16 pitches, giving up 3 hits and having a full count is not, I wouldn't say awful. Let's see. One, two. All right, we should be back. No, I said 0 outs. All right, Yang Sung Wan will lead things off for the Bears. Yang Sung Wan has not had a good start to his season either. The captain of the team. I think he's the captain. He was last year. Maybe Yang Yiji's the captain this year as he fouls that one out of play, and it's 0-1. So Hyun Suk, one of the most famous cheerleaders, and he's been with Doosan longer than I've been in Korea, that's for sure. And the 0-1 pitch, that's upstairs, and it's 1-1. I'm already losing? No? Sure. I have no idea. That's a lot of runs. 1-2 counts. That is a lot of runs. An 8-7 game. All right, the 1-2 pitch. That's outside, 2-2. Yeah, and the thing is it looks like they've scored two in the top of the first, and they've got the bases loaded with 2 outs. And they're playing in Daegu, and that stadium is just asking for homers. The 2-2 swing and a miss, and he gets his first strikeout of the day. And that's will bring up the seventh batter, the Park Jun Young, the shortstop. Big swing and a miss from Yang Song Wan. Always, I think about last year. He signed the big contract with Doosan last year. He was one of the guys that I thought Hanwha was going to go after, as that's in there for a strike. They made some questionable offseason moves last year, and then or 2 years ago, and then also in this last offseason. So Park Jun Young, 250 on the season, fouls that one away, and it's 0-2. A little bit better start to this inning for So Hyun Jun. He doesn't have the best first innings, and he's been mainly used as a reliever, as that's just misses outside. 1-2. Jung Sang-woo about to or Jung Sang-woo, as that one is definitely a strikeout. Looking as that is 2 up, 2 strikeouts, and 2 away. So again, Jung Sang-woo did his best Rube Baker there as he caught the ball and started to throw it down to first base, but then realized it wasn't an actual strike. And that will bring up the number 8 hitter, Oh Myung Jin, the second baseman, as he checks swings and fouls that away, and it's 0-1. 16 pitches in the first inning. They left one runner on, sitting at 26 pitches now. And that's going to be lifted foul, and it's 0-2. Working quick. I like it. 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 And the 0-2 pitch misses low, and it's 1-2. Hopefully, I can add music next season when I've got this set of controls all down, and that's going to be a swing and a miss as he strikes out the side. 1, 2, 3, go to Bears, and we will head to the bottom of the second. It's 1-0 Doosan. 1, 2, 3 strikeouts. Solid second inning there, I would have to say. 13 pitches. Bring that pitch count down. Again, you always want that pitch count to match the first number to match the inning that you're done with. So 29 pitches, and after the second inning, versus you got Doosan's pitcher is 8 pitches through the first inning, including a strikeout, which is crazy. Ah, yes. The best part about Spo TV's broadcast is they have, if you're watching, they have a little counter up at the top. That's how many seconds left before the commercials are over. So you can time your bathroom breaks and other things much better with the Spo TV broadcast or Spa TV. I'm gonna say Spo TV. That sounds good. I guess. I don't know. That's just about back, so I'll flip this over, clear out my stuff. So bottom of the seconds, we'll lead off with Kim Min Hyuk. Kim Min Hyuk has had a great spring and has just continued with a 417 batting average going into. Oh, he's got the best uniform and he's not wearing it. The lovely KT Wiz Pixel uniform is way upstairs. Ball 1. First ball that he has thrown went through the entire first inning, throwing 8 pitches, 8 strikes. Here we go. That misses way outside, and it's 2-0. And Chae Sung Young does not go deep into games. And the 2-0 just catches the bottom of the zone. It's 2-1. Last year, 12 games, 6 of them starts, still only through 27 innings. So you figure 6 innings from those 6 relief appearances that left 21 is that's going to be a ground ball to the second baseman. Scoops it up, throws over, and 1 away. Oh, yeah, I mean, you figure 6 innings from the 6 relief appearances, and that leaves 21 innings for 6 starts. About 3 innings per start, roughly 3 to 4 innings per start. But 12 pitches in here, and he's already got 4 outs. Oh, here comes Jang Sung-woo as he looks at ball 1. Wasn't even going to attempt to swing as he took the bat off of his shoulder as soon as he started in his windup. Jang Sung-woo is 0 for the season. Last year he did hit 268 and try to get in a fight at least once a series. And here comes the 1-0 pitch. An ugly looking swing on a pitch up and in. And it's 1-0 or 1-1. Surprising, a lot of KT fans there. Again, KT does not have the biggest fan base, as that's a strike on the outside corner, and it's 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch, that's going to be a ground ball. Third baseman just passed him. And they have their first base runner. He's got his first hit of the season, ladies and gentlemen. First hit of the season and the first base runner for KT. They've got runners on now, and we'll see what happens at the bottom of this order. You're going to have Wang Jae-gyun, who is a positionless veteran, as Kang Seung-ho couldn't quite get the glove all the way on it, right off the edge of the tip of his glove. Oh, Wang Jae-gyun steps in, and that's way up, and it's ball one. Oh, Wang Jae-gyun, 250 on the season, 1 for 4. But again, for him, he lost his position with Ha Kyung-min signed. He was not a good defender. He's not a good offensive guy. He's at the end of his career, as he fouls that one away, making it 1-1. He's at the end of his career. He had his time with Lotte, where from Lotte he went to the from the Lotte Giants he went to the San Francisco Giants. Didn't really perform there. He was only there for a season. Came back, signed with KT. But yeah, he's at the end of his career. Still hanging on, as that's inside, and it's 2-1. So he was the third baseman. Then they're like, okay, we're gonna have him play first, and then they're like, no, well, we need Moon Sung Chul in there at first. So they're like, okay, we're gonna try him at the short and second, and he couldn't play short or second. They're like, all right, we're gonna throw him in the outfield. They're like, nope, he sucks in the outfield too. So the 2-1, and that's fouled into the dirt and makes it 2-2. So getting the start today against the lefty is basically what my understanding would be, because Moon Sang Chol is also a righty though, but who's also been hitting well, so maybe they'll use him off of the bench later. But the 2-2 pitch, and fouls that one away, stays 2-2. Be interesting how many pitches he's going to be throwing. Again, just the 6 starts last year. We'll see if he's going to throw 60. Is he going to throw 80? Is he going to throw one time through the lineup? Is he going to throw 2 times through the lineup? As that one is popped up, second baseman under it, and that's 2 away. All right, that's going to bring up Oh Yoon Suk, the second baseman. He played a lot last year at second base, and then it was in the playoffs. Played in nearly every game, because he can play second, first, or third base, and that is outside, ball one. Another guy looking for his first hit on the season, hit 293 last year. So I got it sing in my head, and a swing and a miss there, and it's 1-1. Is going to get a more regular playing time, with Shimu Jun shipped off to Hanwha, leaving Kim Sang-soo at short now, and the 1-1, and that's ripped foul, and it's 1-2. All right, the 1-2 pitch. 2 outs, a runner over on first base, a slow hook in there, but it's way up. 2-2. What? All right, the 2-2, and that's going to be into the gap. That might be trouble, as that's going to 1, 2, 3, and roll to the wall. And he is going to be cruising into second. Are they going to bring him home? They are going to bring him home, and he is not out, because Yang Yi-ji isn't able to hold on to the ball, and Oh Yoon Suk moves over to third base, and it is going to be 1-1, as they get the throw home in plenty of time. He was out by about 3 feet, 4 feet, but not able to hold on to the ball. And that is going to leave Oh Yoon Suk over at third base, who went to third on the throw. So the throw was fine. Then the throw from the second baseman was a one hopper into the chest protector of Yang Yiji. He wasn't able to catch it as Chang Sung Woo is able to score. And that's going to bring up Baejung Dae. That's going to go down as a double and RBI. Thank you, thank you. G4 James, as that's in the dirt, and that'll be 1-1 now. All right, the 1-1 pitch. And held up. That's going to get away. And that's going to make it 2-1 as the wild pitch. And they're saying it hit his foot. So I'm going to hold off on that. Yang Yiji saying Yang Yiji saying, oh, it hit Baejung Dae's foot, which would be a hit by pitch, which would be a dead ball. Nope, that's the wrong replay, guys. Come on, get your stuff together. So I'm gonna hold off on that. So I guess they're replaying this here. Oops, wrong button. So still waiting, still waiting. Oh, it does look like it hit his foot. If it hit his foot, that would mean a dead ball. You'd have runners on first and second. It looks like it hit his foot because Yang Yiji was sliding over. I don't know what PAT means. Sorry, I don't know what PAT means. Oh, do you have to pay for Spot? Oh, I have. It's a cable company. But I don't pay for cable. I have free cable. So like my apartment has free cable. So, but it did look like it hit his foot because Yang Yiji was moving over and then to right behind Baejung Dae, and then it shot off to his right, and Yang Yiji didn't even bother to get up and go after the ball. So I'm still waiting. They didn't show the call. As Lee Sung-yup is coming out to try to get an explanation. I don't know what they're going to say about whether it was a replay because he's coming out again now after. And now here we go again. It's saying it looks like it. It's so hard. They're recording in. It looks like 4K 30 instead of 4K 60, where they could slow it down. It's not very good. Generally, not very good camera work. and it looks like he swung anyway. So even if it hit him, it would be a strike. So this is well, I'm trying to listen for the call and see what the final call is. So they're saying he swung because he did swing. He did go past the line of the bag, but oh, I broadcasted Hanwha, mostly Hanwha, but this year I'm doing any team. I'm not following Hanwha. I didn't up until this year. I had season tickets to Hanwha. This year I did not buy a season ticket to Hanwha, so yeah. So to me, it should be a dead ball because it hit him. Yeah, so he's got to go back to third, and it was a swing. So it's going to be 1-2 now. Oh, all right. So yeah, I was a little concerned about that, but so it's going to be he's back over at third base. They counted it as a swing and then a dead ball as it did hit his foot. Why are they saying 1-1 count? And that's going to be a foul. So it was a swing. The announcers were wrong. No, now they're saying it wasn't a swing. I don't know what's going on. Is that's going to be a swing and a miss anyway, and that's going to what an inning. I'm still not entirely sure what exactly happened, but I do know it's 1-1 now. We're going to go to the top of the top of the third. Since I'm not at the stadium, I don't know exactly what's going on, and I can only hear whatever I hear in my broadcast. But yeah, so what it looked like to me was that it. So I'll read. So what they're saying is he's is so they're saying he fouled it, but he definitely 100% did not foul it. Like there's no question he did not foul it. But it is 1-1. So on your score is correct. They did give an error on that play. Yeah, I couldn't exactly tell what exactly it was because the camera work isn't the best, but it looked like he swung a check swing, but they're saying that he fouled it. He swung and then it hit his foot. Well, anyway, it was a dead ball, so the run couldn't come home, which is why Yang Yiji didn't even bother trying to go get it. And so we had to go back to third, and then the strikeout there ended the inning. But yeah. So we've got the top of the third now, and that was an inning, ladies and gentlemen. Now you've got So Young Jun back out there. He's been sitting sitting there for 25 minutes as Jung Soo Bin stands in, getting his first at bats, and that's a strike. So Jung Soo Bin hitting 333, probably the best number 9 hitter in the league. The fact that he is way down in the ninth spots says a lot about the top of this lineup. He's normally one of the best leadoff hitters in the league. You're in Daegu, or you're just watching the Daegu game? Because I was like, there's no way you came to Korea and didn't tell me. How's the Samsung game going? Ooh, Samsung's losing. As he pops that one up, first baseman back, but second baseman calls him off in foul territory, and that's is one away. Why, you got something against people that live outside of Daegu? You don't want to say hi to all them either? All right, that's going to bring up Kim Min Suk. Kim Min Suk singled and scored a run in his first at bat. Looks at ball one. No, they got their main guys. As that's going to be a ground ball to the second baseman. Backhands it, throws across, and 2 away. Backhand there on an easy play. There we go. Hello. I'm not sure why he backhanded that. It's like a college showcase. Yeah, I mean, as far as I can tell, maybe they're middle infielders, as that's chopped away and it's 0-1. Kim Jae-won singled in his first at bat, then proceeded to get thrown out at third base. As that's going to be a liner right at the shortstop, who was positioned almost up the middle. And that will be another 1-2-3 inning for So Hyung Jun and KT. We'll go to the bottom of the third. It's 1-1. Boosted, your guys are headed up to bat. Another quick inning there for So Hyung Jun. 8 pitches brings him to 37. 37 pitches through 3 innings. "24 pitches in that last inning for Chae Sung Young. Not a good inning. Let's see here. Give him an RBI? They did give him. Right. Kim Song-soo will lead things off, the number 9 hitter for KT. So I'll have 9-1-2 coming up. Kim Song-soo took over at short to again replace the normal starter. Is it looks like yeah. All right, we're back, and he looks at strike one right down the middle. Kim Song-soo hitting 333 on this young season. Looks at ball one outside. It's 1-1. Yeah, I live in Korea. I've been here for 11 years. As that is ripped, and that is going to be trouble. As that's going to get into the corner. Kim Sung Soo is going to round first and cruise into second base with a leadoff double. As KT has got themselves a leadoff double to flip it over to the top of the lineup, and Kang Baek Ho and Chae Sung Young doesn't have a good resume against KT. KT's 98 meters to the corner. I thought they were 100, but anyway, here we go. Kang Baek Ho steps in. He flew out to left in his first at bats, and that's ball one outside 1 and 0. All right, so the 1-0 pitch, lefty versus lefty, sets up on the inside. He fouls it away, and it's 1 and 1. All righty, righty, righty. The 1-1 pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball. First baseman grabs it, takes it himself, but that'll be a productive out as he moves the runner over. And that'll put Kim Song Soo over at third base with one out, and Rojas coming up. Easy RBI opportunity here for Rojas. Is all he's got to do is pretty much put the ball in play. Kim Song Soo has plenty of speed to score. Rojas batting from the right side again. A lot of the foreign bats are switch hitting outfielders. Rojas also one of them, as that is fouled away, and it's 0 and 1. Rojas struck out looking his first at bat, average down to 154 now for last year's MVP runner up. And I believe his fourth season in the KBO. And here comes the 0-1. That is lifted but foul, and it's 0-2. Rojas is a guy that will put up some strikeouts. I think he had 115 last year. All right, the 0-2 pitch. Runner on third, one out, and that's outside. Ball one, 1 and 2. Boosted, here's your chance. All right, the 1-2 pitch. Says throw it in the dirt. He does, and he doesn't go after it. I wonder if they can hear him banging his glove on the dirt. These KBO catchers are so prone to doing that. They, again, anytime they want like a curveball or a slider down in the dirt, they'll slam their glove against the dirt, against the ground. They have to be able to hear that. All right, the 2-2 pitch. And that's going to be a foul down the line, and it stays 2 and 2. Rojas battling here. 안녕하세요. 어제 롯데 했어요. 나 아니요, 아니요. 언제 롯데 했어요? 아, 일요일 롯데 했어요. All right, the 2-2 pitch to Rojas pops him up, and that's going to be in the infield. First baseman is under it, and 2 away. A prime opportunity for some runs is slipping away from KT as Rojas continues to struggle early in the season here. That's going to bring up a Hog Young Min. Hog Young Min is is the guy that might get it done. 네, 롯데 경기 보고 싶으면 투표해요. All right, here comes the first pitch. Hog Young Min looks at strike one at the top of the zone, and it's 0-1. Dun, 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 dun. Up high, 1-1. Lotte's losing too, 0-2. But they got a runner on first. Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing it for the English audience. Obviously, there's Koreans that know me and stuff. Is that's going to be a ground ball? Shortstop scoops it up, throws across, and that will be 0 for 3 with a runner in scoring position. We'll go to the fourth inning. It's tied up 1-1. No problem. Yeah, so basically in 2020, KBO and ESPN did their little collab thing. A lot of people complained about the ESPN broadcast. 2021 when they did not re-up their contract. I decided in 2022 to stream English for all of the KBO fans. So I did 2 years on Africa TV, which is a streaming platform here in Korea. And then now, since last year, moved over to YouTube and do just radio play-by-play. Help as much as I can. Try to, again, the KBO doesn't have a lot of English supports out there. So I'm trying to fill the void that they left and help some foreigners understand what's going on. 25 seconds until we're back. No problem. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. Ooh. NC's up 4-0 with the bases loaded and 1 out. They are threatening. All right. So Hyung Jun, 37 pitches through his first 3. And that's in there for a strike. As Kang Sung Ho steps in. And that's upstairs, 1-1. 뭐 했어요? 실책? 그냥 long ball. All right, Kang Sung Ho, a little squilber to the first baseman, and that will be 1 away. 네. 근데 나이 너무 많이 먹었어요. 네, 요즘 잘 못해요. The 주장 문제. 항상 주장 항상 잘 못해요. All right, the 1-0 to Cave. Cave, the RBI double. That's going to be a ground ball. First baseman bobbles it, but picks it up and tosses it to the covering first baseman. And that's 2 away. Another 2 quick outs. 네, 맞아요. 네, 아니요. 감독 문제 정말 커요. 그런데 Hangsang, Jonganu, Iongyu, Ship, or Nosugwang, Hangsang, Jalmoteo. I have no idea what that means, James. Your games is that's going to be a ground ball right back up the middle as Yang Yiji sends the first pitch right back, and it's a 2-out single for the backstop. Get everything going on right now. And there goes Moonbok Young with another shot. Third home run of the season for Moonbok Young as LG takes a 2-0 lead. Oh, okay. Thank you. As that's going to be popped up, second baseman out underneath it, moving around, but that is going to be 3 away. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth. It's 1-1. Yeah. Yeah, I really know nothing whatsoever about about gambling. So yeah, I know most people that are watching are probably gamblers. Some are obviously just wanting the coverage of the games, but whatever you do is fine with me. They've only played they've only played one game against Doosan. They won 5-0 against Hanwha. Or no, they walked off against Hanwha. Because this is only game 2 of the series. Yep, I'm here for the ball. You guys can do whatever you want with the information I provide. All right, Chae Sung Young will step on 15 pitches last inning, 24 in the second inning. He's at 47. So we'll see how much longer he stays in. Again, he's not a guy that's really goes deep. He's not a guy that's going to throw a ton of pitches. So leading off is going to be Kim Min Hyuk for KT. There are not 2 outs here. There we go. And the first pitch is upstairs, ball 1. Hume fans hanging out in Suwon, having some barbecue in the outfield. As that's in there for strike 1-1. KT has got now has the oldest stadium in the league. Now that Hanwha will have a new stadium in 2 days, and the 1-1 is that's in the dirt, and it's 2-1. I believe it was 82. It opened. I don't know exactly off. Hey, I want to say 82. I want to say 82, 85, and 87 are the Suwon, Jamshil, and Busan stadiums. That's going to be a ground ball through past the diving second baseman. And KT's got the leadoff runner on base. Boosted if you're there. There's one hit for you. All right, that's going to bring up Jong Song, who singled in his one and only at bat today, his only hit of the season. Is pitch number 50 there for Chae Sung Young. All right, here comes the first pitch to Jong Sung Woo, and that's a swings at it as Kim Min Hyuk was on the way and fouls it away. He'll head back to first base. Hitting 83 on the season, ladies and gentlemen. That's your starting catcher. Former Lotte Giant. Lotte has had some backstops. All right, here comes the 0-1 pitch. Stares at him at first. And that's in there for a strike. A beautiful little hook. 0-2. Chae Sung Young, 4 pitches. Fastball 50% of the time at 142, and then a slider, a forkball, and a curveball 25, 12, and 12. And here comes the 0-2 pitch. Sets up on the inside. Checks over at first. He's easily back. Oh, yelling back at him. Gonna have to learn all these cheers for all these different teams. He does not have speed. He is a guy that is easy to double up when he actually puts the ball in play. It's another check over on Kim Min Hyuk, and he steps back onto the bag. He's not even sliding back in yet, ladies and gentlemen. That's how much of a lead he has. My my mint green KT Wiz uniform. Sporting today is that's outside. Ball one, 1-2. Wish I could lower my camera a little bit to flash all my. There we go. I can. All right, the 1-2 pitch and a swing and fouls that away on a pitch that was no, 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 no. I don't have a team. I'm a KBO fan. I have those are all KBO uniforms. So I have all the teams. So where whoever's home team is the uniform I'll wear. All right, the 1-2 pitch. And fouls that away. Or sorry, the check over on first. That I am not that I don't have a team, that I'm just KBO. Yeah, I mean they so since 2020, Hanwha has raised the ticket price. They've doubled the season ticket price now. They doubled the season ticket price. Not only that, the season ticket holders they have zero benefits. I mean zero. The one benefit that they say they give you, they're like, oh, we give you a lanyard to hold your season ticket, and on weekends you can get into the game 30 minutes early. That is what they call benefits. So not only have they raised the price where it's not worth it, despite the fact that the team is finished in 10th, 9th, and 8th, while doubling the ticket prices. So not only that, but on top of that, they have no benefits whatsoever for season ticket holders, and they just don't care. Even if you are a season ticket holder, you can't even sit in the first 20 rows. They reserved as that's going to be lifted into center field and one away. Yeah, I mean, so usually at the end of the season they have like a little I actually have a video on my YouTube channel here about going to a little event where the players, it's kind of like a high school talent show where the players sing and dance, and they do other things. They usually have that. They didn't have that this year. They had the ice skating, which there's a picture on here, but they have zero benefits for actual fans. They don't care about the fans whatsoever. They have zero, zero, zero concern about the fans. So I said, screw you, Hanwha. All the publicity and streaming I give you guys, I'll take that to the KBO, as that's a swing and a miss from Bae Jung Dae on a pitch way down on the ground. So in the off season, I bought 2 uniforms for every team, and I decided I'm going to stream KBO and not Hanwha. All right, the 0-1 pitch, and that's going to be ripped foul, and it's 0-2. It'll be interesting. The first time I head to a game where I'm not on the Hanwha side, I'm on the opposing side. I actually tried to buy a ticket on the third base seams. So I yeah, I tried to buy a ticket on the third base cheer section as he pitches out and he's gonna go as that ball gets away, the pitch out, and Yang Yiji is not able to hold on to it. And that should go down as a pass ball. So so two problems with the new stadium is one, I tried to buy a season ticket in the third base cheer section so I could sit in the cheer section and cheer for every team except for Hanwha, but they didn't sell them. And then for the season ticket holders, they said you guys can't have the first 20 rows. The season ticket holders only have the 20th row and back. How do you have your season ticket holders, how do you not let them have the front sections? Like, how do you like? I just don't get that. Uh, People who buy regular tickets. Yeah, the front 20 rows are for just when you buy a regular ticket. All right, the 2-2 pitch, runner on second base now. And that is going to be a strikeout looking down the middle as he just again he just looks at it. Yeah, it was right down the middle and he kind of shook his head like, "Oh, what?" As that's going to bring up yeah, the KBO makes good money obviously, but at the same time you have uh they're owned by Hanwha, who is a huge conglomerate. As that's going to be a deep in the hole to the shortstop. He throws, but he's able to get him out on a excellent play. Oh Yun Suk needs to unhook the piano because he was thrown out on a ball where he fielded off balance on the grass. And a leadoff single goes wasted, and we'll go to the fifth inning. It's a 1-1. Yeah, I mean, so the thing is right now the KBO is so popular. It's the most popular that the league has ever been. And they're basically saying, uh, we want to incentivize people to pay full price for tickets and not incentivize people to buy season tickets. There's only the only team that is owned by a person is the Kium Heroes. Kium does not own the team. Kium has the naming rights to the team. Uh, that's why the second league team for the Kium is not actually Kium Heroes. It's Goyang Heroes, which is the city that uh, the second team plays in. They are owned. They're the only ones that are owned by a team. All the other ones are owned by the company that is their name. So Samsung owns Samsung. Hanwha owns Hanwha. NC Soft owns NC. KT is a huge company. Internet, cable, and uh, phone. Same with SSG is another huge one. They are massive company owned basically malls, outlets, uh, convenience stores, all kinds of stuff. All right, who do we got up here? Park Jun Young, first pitch, and that's fouled away. Wow, that was uh I don't know what his name is. It Hume had a lot of issues. I'll talk about it in just a sec as the 0-1 is fouled away. So Kium had a owner. It was a double owner, like multiple owners, and the owner ended up trying to scam one of the guys who owned the other parts and ended up in prison and had to give up the team. and their manager got fired, as that is going to be lifted into left field and it's going to off the wall. He's going to hold it first because it was hit hard, and an off the wall single from your shortstop. And we've got a runner on base. We'll see if Doosan can actually do something here. They just turned to Kium about that time. Because they were Nexon at the time, or they were Nexon. Kium has a lot of, or I should say, the Heroes have had a lot of issues. They are a poorly ran team. As Oh Myung Jin steps in, he's 0 for 1. As that's going to be a comebacker, goes to second base and gets the lead runner. A comebacker right at the pitcher. He was not able to field it cleanly. Otherwise, it would have been a double play, but knocked it down, picked it up, able to throw back to first base or to second base to get the lead runner. And that means Myung Jin will be on second or first base, and we'll bring up Jung Soo Bin. Yeah, I mean, they produced 5, and the next player that will go to the MLB is also on Kium. So they had Kang Jung Ho, they had Park Byung Ho, they had Lee Jung Hoo, they had Kim Ha Sung and Kim Hae Sung. So like 5 MLB players have made the trip from Kium or Nexon to uh Anju what it why am I suddenly drawing his name? He's a pitcher. Um Anyu Jin. He throws, yeah, Anyu Jin. He just had Tommy John surgery, and he'll be back, I think, September 16th or September 17th. He's done with his military duty, as that is a swing and a miss. He had issues with bullying, which is why he wasn't on the ML or the national team. But yeah, he throws mid to upper 90s. No, he was a bully. As that's slapped away, and it stays 0-2. Jung Soo Bin 0 for 1 on the day, popped up to the second baseman in his first and only at bats. We are actually in the 5th inning. You wanted to look cool? That's why. It's pretty simple. Try to get caught up on some of my stats here. And that's slapped as Bae Jung Dae comes in, grabs it, and that's 2 away. These teams have had leadoff runners on base multiple times, but yet not having anything from it. All right. Back to the top of the lineup. Kim Min Suk steps in. He's 1 for 2 on the day. He does have the lone Doosan run, and he fouls that one away, and it's 0-1. Oh, Nutty Buddies. God, I haven't heard about those forever. The peanut-shaped peanut butter things. Those things were amazing. And the 0-1, and that's going to be a ground ball to the second baseman, and picks it up, throws over to first, and 3 away. The leadoff single is stranded. And we'll go to the bottom of the 5th. It's still tied up 1-1. day one. One day one, one day, one day, one day one. Yeah. Well, when you put it that way, I understand why you did it. I mean, those things were amazing. I was a big fan of those. Road tripping with those and the peach rings, the little gummy things. Quick inning there. 55 pitches. 8 pitches that inning. Since 16 in the first, 13 in the second, 8, 10, 8. 26 pitches in his last 3 innings. You could say even say 39 pitches in his last 4. Yeah, you will not get a disagreement on me with me. Good idea. All right, Beijing Day steps in and looks at strike one, 1-1. Still out there, pitch number 66. Here comes pitch number 67. It'll be a strike. I'm going to call it now. Always a strike. There it is. And that's going to be a ground ball to the second baseman. Picks it up, throws, and that's is one away. Pitch number 67. Always a strike. All right, that's going to bring up the number 9 hitter, Kim Song-soo, had a double in his first inning, his first at bats. Yeah, I don't, I yeah, and the 0-1, and that's upstairs, 1-1. Everything was better as a child, man. All right, the 1-1 pitch in a 1-1 game with 1 out, and that's up high, 2-1. All right, the 2-1 pitch to Kim Song-soo, and that's fouled away, 2-2. 71 pitches now from Chae Sung-yoon. KT, 5 innings, 55 pitches for their starter. He's got to come back out as he waits on it and shoots it to right field. He's on base for the second time. And they've got another runner on base with a 1-out single. And Kim Song-soo now is a double and a single. He's 2 hits away, a triple and a homer away from the cycle. Let's get pumped for that right now, shall we? As Kang Bae-ko steps in the batter's box. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Fly out to left in his first at bat, and then a ground out to first in his second. And here comes the pitch in their first strike, and it's 0-1. All right, here comes the 0-1 pitch, and that just missed. We had to wait on that one because it did look like it did catch a little piece of it. And here comes the 1-1 pitch. Sets up on the inside, and he's going to get that lifted into right field. Cave is going to pick it up, and they're going to have runners on first and second with Rojas stepping in. Rojas going to have a chance once again for some more RBI opportunities. He has not come through so far this year. They keep him down for all season? We'll see after the break because it looks like he might be done for the day. Are they going to keep him out there? Yep, they're going to keep him out there. He's at 75 pitches. He's now given up 6 hits. Runners on first and second with 1 out for the 2, 3, 4 hitters coming up. Rojas 0 for 2 today, struck out looking at his first at bats, popped up to the first baseman with a runner on third in his last at bats. KT needs to get into this Doosan bullpen as that's in there for strike. .143 on the season for the KT right fielder. And the 0-1 pitch pops him up again. That's going to be Cave going to be coming in on it. Grabs it. He's not even going to check up. And that's another one down for Rojas. More RBI opportunities that he is missing badly this year. Has 2 away now, and he is definitely struggling. Hog Young Min will come in trying to get KT the lead before we head to the break. Girl behind the plate is dancing. All right, here comes the pitch. Hog Young Min looks at a slow curve, just catches the outside corner, and it's 0-1. All right. 78 pitches for the young lefty. And Hog Young Min pops it up. That might be trouble. Second baseman out and drops it as 1 run is in. And that's going to be Hog Young Min pops it up. I thought it was going to be trouble, and it landed in. And that's going to score 1. The infield pop-up, the second baseman was going out. Cave should have called him off on that, as that was a really difficult play, running back, trying to make that play. Just not a good decision by the second baseman to try to make that play. And then Hog Young Min almost got picked off behind him, as that'll put runners on the corner now, as Hongbae Ko will be over at third base, and Hog Young Min will be at first. As Kim Min-hyuk steps in, and it's 1-0. Saw that coming. That was so difficult to make that play. And it just catches the bottom of the zone, and it's 1-1. They give him a single. All right, the 1-2 or 1-1, and he golfs that one off the ground. The second baseman picks it up, throws over to first. Down they go on the 4-3, but they get 1 on a should have been called an error, but it wasn't called an error. But anyway, we'll go to the break. It is time to refill your beverages or empty your beverages out of your bladder, or whatever you want to do. I'll be back in just a few. God, that rhymed. I should be a rapper. right. We be back, ladies and gentlemen. So Young June out on the mound still, 55 pitches, and 56 is in there for strike. And Kim Jae-won steps in. He is 0 for 2. Oh, nope. 1 for 2 on the day, and that's going to be trouble as Kim Song-soo races back, but he's able to make the catch, and it's 1 away. That's going to bring up a Kang Sung-ho. All right, Kang Sung-ho looks at just strike 1, 0 for 2 on the day. A ground out to the first baseman and a fly out to center in his first at bat. Yeah, 1-1. Yeah, I mean the only ones that Park Jun Young at short and Oh Myung Jin at seconds. I don't know who their middle infielders are, as that's going to be a single back up the middle as Kang Sung Ho is going to have himself his first hit of the day. KBO team 근데 전에 한화 좋아하는데 근데 요즘 그냥 모든 팀 좋아해요. 그냥 KBO 좋아해요. And Jake Cave looks, it's a ball 1, and it's 1-0. 61 pitches now for So Young June. Wana Eagles. And here comes the 1-0 pitch to Cave. It misses inside. 1-2. 2-0. Me, 한화 fan. 항상 화 나와요. All right, at the 2-0 pitch. And that's going to be a chopper. Second baseman has to jump and make the catch and throws it over to third base. That was a difficult play as Cave. That will might go down as an infield single. I don't know if it will or not, but that was a really difficult play as it took a really hard hop. He had to jump to make that play right off the edge of the grass and had to jump to make the play. Tried to get it out of the glove, but ended up throwing it over Kim Song-soo's head. It'll probably go down as an infield hit, just because the play was so difficult to make, and he probably would have been safe anyway, even if he would have gotten it to him. Yeah, it does go down as an infield hit. So runners on first and second now. That's going to bring up Yang E.G. Yang E.G. 1 for 2 on the day with a single in his last at bat. Nope. Sorry. All right, here comes a Yang E.G. chicken wing, and that's fouled straight back into the nets, and it's wrong button. There we go. 0-1. Oh, second base is Kang Sung Ho. First base is Cave. Yang E.G. the batter. Yang E.G. If you look on the screen, there's a bat at the person who's hitting. Like next to the names has who's on which base, and then there's a bats with who's hitting, and then you have the arrow that shows just in case. As that is going to be a shot to right field. Oh, Rojas is going to grab it. Kang Sung Ho is going to come home, and they're going to have runners on the corners as an RBI single from Yang Yiji ties it up. Yang Yiji comes through big time to tie the game. Let's see. Cave moves over to third base. Yang Yiji at first. Yang Sung Wan will step in trying to give Doosan the lead. Pitch number 66. Ooh, that was a ball, ladies and gentlemen. A very rare occurrence. Dokte? I think your translator's a little off, buddy. Yang Sung-wan will have to get himself a new piece of lumber. Dokje means poison, by the way. Not bullying. Oh. As that's in the dirt. All right, the 2-1 is swing and a miss, and it's 2-2. 70 pitches now for So Hyung Jun. Right. Sa? Sa? Ne? Is that is a ball, runs the count full. Only the second full count of the day for Doosan. They had one in the first inning. Yang Yiji popped up. And that's going to be a ground ball. A slow roller. Hog Young Min picks it up, throws to first. Got him. They're going to video replay that. But nonetheless, that will score a run as Kang Sung Ho, or sorry, Cave. I don't have any idea what I'm doing right here. Cave ends up coming home to score on that, and Doosan will take the lead at least, guaranteed to take the lead. Whether or not there's 2 outs or 1 out is where we're gonna wait. They called him out. Oh, he's easily safe. Like it's not even close. 네, 알아요. 네. That was an awful call. All right, that's gonna bring up Pak Jun Young. He's 1 for 2 on the day, and fouls that one off. I can't believe they still have him in there. 73 pitches now for So Hyung Jun. He is giving up 4 straight singles. I can't. All right, here comes the 0-1, and that's swing and a miss, 0-2. So Young Jun had 3 strikeouts in the second inning, and he has not had one since. And the 0-2 needs a big strikeout here, as fouls that one away, and it's 0-2 still. And the 0-2, that's going to be a chopper. Second baseman grabs it, tosses, and does not go. So that'll be one away. They'll have runners on the corner now with Yang AG heading over to third base. Yang Sung-wan is done on first, and Park Jun-young will take his place. Little too slow to turn two, and Park Jun-young runs a little too fast to really be able to get that out. As we've got runners on the corner now, 2 outs. We'll see if they do the little little league double steal. As Oh Myung Jin steps in, he's over 2 on the day with a strikeout and a 1-6 ground out, and that is going to be a strike 1 down in the bottom of the zone. Well, hey, Hanwha has a hit though. More errors today than runs once again. And here comes the 3-2 pitch. Or sorry, 3-2 is the score, and that's 0-1 pitch fouled away, and it's 0-2. I thought about it. Cue him, just who's dominate. Telling you that offense is gonna be scary with those 2 guys. As long as they can continue to get production from Lee Ju Hyung and Song Sung Moon. Oh yeah, the number 1 pick was it Ju Hyun or Kim Hyun Ju? And the 0-2 that catches them looking. They'll strand 2 on the bases, but not before they get 2 across the plates. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 3-2 Doosan. Doosan. That was a what you would call a very, very rough inning. That should be the day for him. Is 79 pitches, 24 in that inning. They just beat him to death offensively. The KT actually has 7 hits, nuts. All right, just double checking my stuff here. All right. All right, we should start getting into the bullpens here. I can't imagine Chae Sung Yong is still out. He is still out there. This, ladies and gentlemen, is why I have zero confidence in Doosan. Uh, he should probably not still be out there. He is the first inning. The first inning, he got 1, 2, 3 as he pops him up here and one away. As Jang Sung-woo continues to be awful offensively and defensively, and one away. Wong Jae-gyun steps in. I forgot he was even playing in today's game because they're really not even throwing over to first base. So Yu Chan is in at second base now. Oh Myung Jin is out, so I will get that changed for you. And we've got our first pinch hitter of the day as Moon Sang Chol steps in. Looks at ball one. And I'm not sure why he didn't start. And a swing and a miss at a pitch way down in the dirt. And it's 1-1. And that misses low. Should be ball three, but instead it's 2-1. And here comes the 2-1, and that's low. Should be ball four, but instead it's 3-1. 87 pitches now. I just don't understand why he went back out there. I really don't understand it. That's in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Runs the count full. And the 3-2 fouls it into Yang Yiji's thigh as he hobbles off a little bit. Love a little baseball to the thigh. Free tattoos all day, ladies and gentlemen. Free tattoos. Pitch number 90 coming up from Chae Sung Young. And that is ball four. And once again, I can predict the teams because I know more than the managers. The manager. The manager. Put a smiley face on my desire to coach Hanwha. I'm still upset about that. Are you done yet? Oh Yoon Suk will come up to bats, maybe. All right, Oh Yoon Suk steps in. That's the first walk of the day, ladies and gentlemen. My lord, that was the first walk of the day. That's in there for a strike and pitch number 91. That's got to be a KBO record. One out in the bottom of the sixth before the first walk is issued in the game, as that's way upstairs. 92 pitches, 143. So he hasn't lost any velocity. His average is a 140 is 142. That was 143. So hasn't lost any velocity at all, despite throwing 90 pitches. And he struck out one in the first, struck out one in the second, struck out one in the third. As that is fouled away, and it's 1-2. And here comes the 1-2. Misses inside. Just misses. He's missing, but not by much. All right, here comes the 2-2 pitch. Sets up inside once again and fouls that away, and we'll have another 2-2 pitch. Song Chol over at first base. All right, the 2-2 pitch. Almost threw it away over at first. Pretty sure the pitcher leans on his left leg whenever he's going to go to first. And that's in the dirts. 3-2. Another full count. Once again, I'm not sure why he came out this inning. I really don't know why he's out there this inning. All right, here comes the 3-2 count. Full count. Runner on first was walked on a full count. And that's ball 4, and he's walked the 2 runners on. The tying run is now in a scoring position as they once again prove that Doosan's manager is not good. I really, I mean, you guys heard it here before anything happened. You know, I said I don't know why he's back out there. He should not be back out there. And what happened? He's now at 97 pitches. They're coming to take him out because he just walked the last 2 batters. Now they've got runners on first and seconds with a guy that's hit the walk off against Hanwha on Sunday. So we'll have a pitching change here. He already has a quality start. I mean, they don't care about quality starts. I mean, that's not a big deal at all. It really is not a big deal. Yeah, I mean, it is 100% a manager that does not know what he's doing. It really is. I don't know how else to explain. Yeah, but so yeah, I understand. But what I'm trying to say is, yes, I understand technically a quality start, but what you have to realize is the KBO 5 innings from your 4 and 5 guys is really good. To 4 or 5 innings or 5 innings from your guys, your number 4 and 5 starters in the KBO is really really good. Uh because in the KBO they have the 5th inning stretch and not the 7th inning stretch. So getting through 5 and having the lead or having your team was, you know, and the other thing is he was at 80 pitches. He was at 82 pitches through 5 innings. Again, the guy only threw 27 pitches or 27 innings all last year, and that was in 12 games with 6 of them as starts. So should not have sent him back out there. This manager has a history of sending guys out there who are already at 80, 90 pitches, and then they end up running into issues. So runners on first and second. Pak Jung Soo out on the mound. He is 1 hold, 3 games already appeared. So this is his 4th game. And ladies and gentlemen, they've only played 4 for those of you counting at home. As Chae Sung Young is responsible for the 2 guys, and that's a strike. Oops, that score is not correct. I just accidentally hit the wrong button. I got too many buttons. Maybe I'm predicting the future or something. All right. And that is way outside. All right. Let me get the name changed here. Pak Jung Soo. And the 1-1 outside. Yeah, he signed in the offseason. They probably are. I mean, Doosan's bullpen has been good up until this year, but that runs inside 3-1. 3-1 count now. You've got runners on first and second. Bae Jung Dae, patience, patient, patient at the plate. All right, here comes the 3-1, and he swings. It's a ball four and loads the count up. It's a third straight full counts in this inning for KT. Moon Sang Cho walked with his full counts, and then Oh Yoon Suk walked on his full counts, and now Bae Jung Dae just fouled off ball four. So we'll see what happens here. All right, the 3-2 pitch fouls it away, and it stays 3-2. Bae Jung Dae has been with KT forever. Any cool patch? KT Suwon Baseball. And V2. All right, here comes the 3-2 pitch. He fakes it to throw to second base. And the KT fans will yell and scream at him, saying, throw the ball forward, throw the ball forward. What are you doing, you bum? Something like that. Loose translation. Loose, very loose translation. So we'll have another 3-2 count again. Bae Jung Dae 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a 4-3 ground out, and that is going to be lifted into center field. Center fielder back grabs it. He's going to not do anything, and that is 2 away. That's going to bring up a Kim Sang Soo. Kim Sang Soo 2 for 2 with a double, a single, and a run scored, hitting 429 on the season, saying, hey, all you guys that were super upset that the former shortstop left to go to Hanwha says, hey, what about me, man? What about me? And that is inside. Yang Yi is not able to hold on to it, but doesn't get far enough away, and we will have a 1-0 count. Give you an update around the league at the break here. All right, here comes the 1-0 pitch. Sets up right down the middle, and a swing and a miss at a ball that drops down, and it's 1-1. I saw his. Did they score again? Yep. All right, here comes the 1-1 pitch. And that is going to be shot into right field. Cave coming in, makes the grab, and they strand another 2. As we will go to the 6th inning. Doosan's up 3-2. KT is awful, awful batting with runners in scoring position. My lord. They can't be favored now. They've now left 7 on base. 7 runners left on base. Doosan's left 4 on base, looks like. All right. I assume wow. Dude is ripping through the KBO this year. 7 games last year. Guess he just didn't want to play for Samsung. So again, we should have a pitching change here. Or not. He's at 7. Maybe he's at 79 pitches. Nope, we're gonna have Won Sang Hyun will step in to take over in the top of the 7th. Won Sang Hyun. Jung Subin. And first pitch is in there for strike. I think I got your stuff set up correctly now. Oh, Jung Subin, 0 for 2 on the day. Pop up to the second baseman and a fly out to center and looks at strike 2 as he jumps out of the way on a pitch that was in the middle of third. Yeah, I remember that as that misses way inside. 1 and 2. Yeah, all the Samsung they put him in and he couldn't play, and then they like, oh, he's just faking it. It's like, all right, the 1-2. That's gonna be a chopper. Pitcher grabs it, steps, throws easily. Oh, 1 away. Yeah. Pitcher just fired it over to first, up the line, but easily caught by Moonsong Chol over there at first base as he again takes over for Wang Jae-gyun. You're gonna have to start putting the safety base over at first base for the guys. All right, so that's gonna bring up Kim Min Sok in there for a strike. Oh, wrong button. Oh, Kim Min Sok. 1 for 3 on the day. Single and a run scored in the first as that one catches the top of the zone, and it's 0-2. Then 2, 4, 3 groundouts since then. Again, Kim Min Sok came over to Doosan in a trade from Lotte. And a swing and a miss on a pitch breaking way down in the zone, and that is 2 away. And that's going to bring up Kim Jae-won. And a swing and a miss by Kim Jae-won. Kim Jae-won also singled in the first inning, 1 for 3 on the day. Single, a liner to the shortstop, and then a pop up to the shortstop. Hasn't struck out yet today, which is a rare occurrence for the guy. And that's going to be a ground ball for a foul. 0-2. NC piling it on Samsung. So there's two undefeated teams going into today, Samsung and LG. LG's currently up 4-0 in the bottom of the fourth. Samsung is getting beat bad 8-2 as Kim Jae-won will get some more pine tar or rosin. Does Kim Jae-won have dyed blonde hair? So Joo-hyun Song came in early and gave up 3 hits and a what I say, man, as that's a swing and a miss, or sorry, not a swing and a miss, a strikeout look. And I said it was a rare opportunity for him not to go through a game without a strikeout. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We'll go to the bottom of the seventh. It's 3-2 Doosan. Man, it's like it's ridiculous how I'm not just making like random thoughts. Like I'm literally live calling these things, saying these things. But still, keep putting a smiley face at the end of my dream to be a Hanwha manager whenever I'm sitting here out managing them from my house in a second language. All right, so that's gonna bring up who? Kong Big Ho 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 Ho. Oh, they'll have the 1-2-3 coming up for KT. We'll see. Does Park Jung Soo stay out there? Nope. We'll have a new pitcher. Let's see. Kim Ho Jun will take over. 27 ERA on the season. 0-1. 1 game at 2/3 of an inning. Whip of 3 and a batting average against of 500. We could see some fireworks here, ladies and gentlemen. Kim Min Sok is out. As Kang Bae Ko looks at ball 1. So Kim Ho Jun out on the mound, and then Kim Min Sok out defensively, and Jun Da-min will take over in left field. Oh, the 1-1 counts. All right, I think we're all nope, not set. And that's ball 2. One more, and I'll have it ready. June. There we go. All right, we're all set. And the 2-1 is ripped. Foul. That was a tie game swing there, ladies and gentlemen. A tie game swing. Kang Bae Ko 1 for 3 on the day. Flew out to left in his first at bat. Actually, the first pitch he saw flew out to left. And then from there, he grounded out to third, and a single in his last at bat. Looks at ball 3, and we've got ourselves a full count here, ladies and gentlemen. 3 full counts last inning for KT. And they're starting off the bottom of the 7th with 1 also. And the 3-2. And he chops that foul into his body. And we'll have another 3-2 count because they are the rage, ladies and gentlemen. They are the rage. Just making up stuff, talking to myself. Yeah, I'm pretty sure 2020 was the last year that they had the same closer. And the 3-2, that's going to be a chopper. First baseman grabs it, tosses to the pitcher covering, and that's going to be 1 away. Hang Ko slapping himself in the head, upset at himself for rolling over on that pitch. Was it outside? I don't know. But 1 away. Rojas will step in. He's over 3 on the day. He's got to do something here. And he is not off to a good start this season. A solo shot to tie it up would make him feel better about his early season struggles. And here comes ball in there for a strike on the outside, and it's 0-1. Rojas struck out looking in his first at bats, fouled out or popped up to the first baseman in his second with a runner at third, and then flew out to right with more runners in scoring position. And the 0-1 up high, 1-1. Rojas on the season, I think, is showed 143 or so. 9. Same as all. It can go up to 11. There's no 12th inning though. The games can end in a tie after 11 innings. That's outside, and it's 2-1. KT's offense is just really good. They've just struggled so much today. All right, the 2-1. That's just kisses the inside corner. That might not be a strike if they didn't add an extra 2 centimeters on the outside of the plates. And they took recommendations from AAA last year to add 2. They said 2.5 inches, which would have been an inch. Or that is ripped. And that is going to one hop into the fence. And Rojas slips coming around first. He's going to slide into second. He's safe. As Rojas finds him on second base, he might be hurt. That was an awkward slide. As Jandamin made the play in left field. He just took over in left field as Rojas is taking off the gear, so it doesn't seem like it just seems like he's staying in. As Rojas finally gets off, he watched it a little too long. Made the game or made the play at second a little bit too close. And that's one hop right at the base of the wall. Jandamin was quick to get it and turned, but Rojas able to slide in.
너무 감사합니다.
Thank you, Pro Master Flex. It sounds like we've got a pitching change. I'm gonna guess. Yep, I think we've got a pitching change.
너무 감사합니다.
Little pitching change here, and then we'll give you the update once that happens. Hog Young-min will step in for KT. So Young-ha will come in for Doosan. Young-ha. All right. I think I've got everything set up now. I'm going to say I do. Runner on second in scoring position for Hog Young Min. Kim Min Hyuk also on in the hole, or actually, sorry, on deck. As we should be coming back. Said 14 seconds before we head back. So Hog Young Min 1 for 3 on the day. RBI single in his last at bats. And 2-6-3 groundouts. So Lee Young Ha, the big right-hander, out on the mound now. Hong Sung. Hong Sung. And that misses upstairs. 1-0. Come on, give me some Young Ha stat. There we go. Season 18 ERA, 1 loss, 1 game, 1 inning, 1 strikeouts, 2 walks, a 250 batting average against, but a 3 whip. Ladies and gentlemen, that's not a good stats. As the Doosan fans behind home plates are not happy anymore, as that's in there for strike, and it's 1-1. I don't know if they're not happy because Hog Young Min is up to bats, who's hitting 444 on the season, or if they're not happy because Doosan's got the lead, but a runner on second. Hey, kunde KBO pen Dweo. As Hog Young Min lines to the shortstop who catches it and picks off Rojas as the liner, a 6-4 double play ends the threats, and we'll go to the top of the 8th. What a play by the shortstop. Again, liner would have easily scored Rojas, but caught, and Rojas was on, obviously, on a hard hit ball like that, and easily picked off at second base. And we go to the top of the 8th. Can't do anything about that, ladies and gentlemen. Can't do anything about that. So we'll see if KT sticks with their Wan Sung Hyun, who pitched well. 10 pitches, 2 strikeouts. So we'll see see if he goes back out there for the 8th inning. Again, the manager for KT isn't exactly, you understand. Kong Sung Ho will lead off for Doosan. 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 All right, we should be back after this McSpicy commercial. And he's still out there, ladies and gentlemen. No, 10 pitches last inning. Kong Sung Ho steps in. He's 1 for 3 today. He singled and scored a run in his last at bat. Fouls that one away, and it's 0-1. All right, the 0-1 upstairs. 1-1. And misses upstairs again. It's 2-1. 13 pitches now for the young righty. And the 2-1. That's swing and a miss at ball 3, and it's 2-2. It's interesting. At KBO, each team has their own uniform maker. So Doosan switched from Fila, which you guys would probably think is just a tennis brand. It's a Korean-owned tennis brand now, not the Italian brand. So they used to have Fila. Now this year they have a swing and a miss there. Another strikeout, third strikeout of the day for Wan Sang Hyun, and one away. So Doosan now has Adidas. They're facing KT, who has New Balance. Then you have Kium, who has Nike, and you have Samsung, who has Under Armour. And uh, is it one of the teams I think now has Reebok, and then Hanwha has Spider. As you know, anytime I hear Spider, I instantly think Aspen ski clothes. But yeah, every team has their own sponsor, which means that this none of the uniforms fit the same. And the 1-0 way upstairs, 2-0. And Jake Cave has a very good eye. I think he's going to end up doing really well here in Korea. He sung. I have no idea who that is. As that's popped up. The shortstop in the grass under it, and it's 2 away. Who is Sung? All right, Yang Yi looks at strike one. Yang Yi. And that's outside. 1-1 now. 148 on the gun for Wan Sung Hyun. And 150 is pretty fast in the KBO. Yeah, it's a 92 ish, 92, 93. I think train off the top of my head is that is going to be lifted into center field. Baejung Dae under it. And 3 up, 3 down. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 3-2 Doosan as KT needs to put something together. Yeah, I don't know who Sung is. He's not a pitcher in this game. Very quick inning there. So that's going to bring up Kim Min Hyuk will lead off for KT as they attempt to come back here. And they've had plenty of chances. They just keep stranding guys on base. They just keep stranding guys on base. They have 1 hit with runners in scoring position. They are 1 for 10 with runners in scoring position today. They are 3 for 13 with runners on base. They've left 7 guys on base. Versus, you have Doosan. Doosan is 5 for 10 with runners on base and 3 for 7 with runners in scoring position. They've left 4 on. So, I mean, just getting it done is Doosan. Once they have the runners on, they have just gotten it done versus KT, who has not. So, I assume Young Ha is still out there. Oh, yep, he's still out there. All right. Kim Min Hyuk steps in, 1 for 3 on the day, and he fakes the bunts and pulls it back because it's ball on the inside, and it's 1-0. Kim Min Hyuk 1 for 3 on the day. Singled in his second at bat, a 4-3 ground out, a single, and another 4-3 ground outs with runners in scoring position in his last at bat back in this fifth inning. And here comes the 1-0 pitch, and that's in there for a strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Kim Tae-kyun warming up in the bullpen. The 19-year-old, I want to say he's 19. He was Rookie of the Year last year, the closer for Doosan. And the 1-1 pitch. I mean, of course, it's the KBO. Anything is possible. The game is never over until the last out is recorded. All right, the 1-2 pitch to Kim Min-hyuk. And that's going to be a single through the right side. Just like I said, you never know. You never know. It's the KBO, another leadoff or base runner. Last time he his one single was whenever he led off the fourth innings. Yeah, the fourth inning. Wasn't able to score a run there. So Kim Min-hyuk on first base. That's gonna bring up. Yeah, this guy. Hitting 71 on the season. I think he's had 6 guys steal a base against him. Just in the games I called. So Jang Sung-woo, 1 for 3 on the day. His first hit of the season was a single. He came around to score. And here's the first pitch. Nope. They're going to check over as Kim Min-hyuk dives back. The ball gets away, but not far enough to allow him to get up and move to first or second. And as Yang Sung-won just lollied that catch, he just slowly moved his glove and hit off the tip of his glove, but didn't get away far enough. As off the tip of the glove, slowed it down enough that he was able to get up and move over to grab it. And we'll see. And here we go. The first pitch is swing and a miss at a pitch way down in the zone. There's so much that it was at his feet. All right, the 0-1 pitch. And fouled straight back. 0-2. All right, here we go. 0-2 counts. The strikeouts prone hitter at the plates. Sets up on the outside, but just going to check over on Kim Min-hyuk again, and he slides back safely. We'll have ourselves another attempt to throw the 0-2 count. Again, the KBO has the pitch clock this year, but they do not have the rule for 3 throws over to a bag. As that is bounced in the dirt, he does not go, and it's ball 1-1-2. So anytime that the pitch clock is getting low or getting down, you could just always throw over to first, and then you don't have to worry about a pitch clock violation as a pitcher. Obviously, that only works if there's a runner on base. But all right, here comes the 1-2 pitch. And that is looking at a pitch down the middle. Congratulations, sir. Go sit, please. About time for him to hang up the old cleats. Maybe stay away from social media for a little bit. Try not to fight anybody in the bar. He's got to be one of the lowest WAR in the entire league at this point. Defensively, not good. Offensively, not good. And there we've got A pitch clock violation by Moonsong Chul. Again, the first one is just a warning. Umpire warning Lee Young Ha to make sure that he wait for the batter to get ready. And here comes the. Oh, sorry, it was a automatic strike. The 0-1 wheel starts. All right, the 0-1. And chops that. Third baseman grabs it, throws to second, and then to first. And a 5, 4, 3 double play ends the eighth. And that means KT's down to their final 3 outs as we go to the top of the ninth. It's 3-2 Doosan. Da-na-da-na-na-na-na. That's going to bring in the closer. The closer. 9 hits, 2 walks, 7 left on because the last 2 innings they've had runners on base and ended with double plays. All right, leading off is going to be Yang Song Wan. We'll see. No, Yu Gyu Min will come in to pitch for KT. Alna. All right, we got the top of the line or top of the ninth here. Yu Gyu Min in to pitch for KT. 네, 어제? 네, 어제도 잘 던졌어요. So 2 games, the 2 innings, 1 strikeouts, batting average against 0. 한화? 이태현? 아니요? All right. First pitch filed or popped up. Rojas coming in and under it. And that will be 1 away. 1 pitch, 1 out. Just the way you drew it up, ladies and gentlemen. Just the way you drew it up. Yeah, my Itaeyan. All right. Park Jun Young steps in. Had a great play, a couple great plays over at shortstop. 1 for 3 on the day, and first pitch swinging pops that one up in foul territory is Moonsong Chul, and that's 2 pitches, 2 outs. Just the way you drew it up, ladies and gentlemen. Just the way you drew it up. 2 pitches, 2 outs. All right, that is going to bring up Yu Chan. Takes over for Om Young Jin. Om Young Jin over 3, and Yu Chan swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Well, luckily for Doosan, they're going to have a batter actually get to see a second pitch here. Kind of wanted to see 3 pitches, 3 outs. And here comes the 0-1. That's going to be a ground ball. Third baseman grabs it, slips one the throw, and not. As he went to throw, he slipped and didn't get enough on it, and the one hopper to Moonsong Chul is not able to corral it. That should go down as an error, as Yu Chan will make his way onto the bases. Front foot slid out. Moonsong Chul still should have been able to scoop that, but he wasn't able to. So that'll go down. It should go down as an E5, and nothing you can do about it, honestly. But that is the way it goes. And that's going to bring up Jung Soo Ben. Jung Soo Ben 0 for 3 on the day. And that is going to, in that 0 for 3, is that is going to be in the gap to Yu Chan rounding second base. He'll cruise into third, and Jung Soo Ben will have himself a 2-out double, and they've got runners on second and third. Trying to, wrong one. And that'll flip the lineup back over. Kim Min Suk out of the lineup. And again, Jun Da Min took over at the field, so he'll get his first at bats. So 2 runners in scoring position at this point. Jun Da Min drops the bunt down. He's going to go to first, and in time, tried a little squeeze bunt, but not able to get through it, says is Gyu-min. It looks like he's actually hurt on that, as he had to come off the mound quickly. But we'll go to the bottom of the ninth. KT down to their final 3 outs as they are down 1, and they not only are they down 1, but they're going to have the 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up. Well, the air does not come to hurt them, unless, of course, that's a slow walk off by Ugyumin ends up being an injury. So Hanwha, or not Hanwha, Doosan should have Kim Tae Hyun coming onto the mound. I'm going to type it in now, and I'll finalize it once he is out there. So Oh Yun Suk will lead things off for KT. Again, you have the bottom of the order here. 7, 8, 9 coming up for KT. Oh Yun Suk, who's 1 for 2 on the day, or 1 for 3 with an RBI. I have got to get this video edited, just because literally I could not be more right about the start of this. Well, actually I can't, because SSG is doing really well. All right. Who you mean again? I mean, again, I'm guessing Kim Tae-kyun is out there. Yep, he is. First pitch is up high, ball 1. Last year, 208 ERA, 3-2, 19 saves, 4 holds, 60 games, 65 innings. Again, rookie of the year, and that's swing and a miss. Three two just catches the top corner, and it's 1-2 now. keep looking at the score and thinking that's the count because the score's so low. No, we do have a pinch hitter. It is not Oh Yun Suk pinch hitting. It's Chun Sung Oh as he swings and misses there, and that will be strikeouts number one and out number one. And I'm not gonna go and change it because it's you know, one out of the ninth. Oh, Beijing Day will step in now. Looks at ball one up and in, and it's 1-0. So Beijing Day 0 for 3 on the day. Averages dropped down to 286. He struck out his first at bat, a 4-3 ground out, and a fly out to center field. And looks at strike one on the outside corner. Kim Tae-gyun is just ready. 149, and that's a high fastball and fouled away 0 and 2 or 1 and 2 with another 149 on the gun. And he is 19 years old. I believe 19. He might be 20. Yeah, 2005. So he's 19 for another couple months. As that's going to be a slow grounder to the second baseman who bobbles it, picks it up, throws to first, and that is 2 away. He was guessing fastball. He threw the slider, caught him way off balance, but little slow one hopper to the second baseman who bobbled it, but was able to recover. That's going to bring up Kim Sung-soo. Kim Sung-soo 2 for 3 on the day, and that first pitch is over Yang Yiji's head, and it's 1-0. Kim Sung-soo doubled in his first at bat, but then was stranded over at third base, and then a single in his next at bat finally came around. Did have a chance with runners in scoring position, but flew out to right field and goes down and golfs out of play. Is a ball that was at the plate. Might have actually had a T on it. It was so low. Oh, good start to your season, Nick. And here comes the 1-1. That's up high. 2-1. All right, the 2-1 pitch. That's way up high also. He is struggling with his command here. First time he's pitched all season. And the 3-1 is they're going to have a mound visit here. LG moves to 4-0 on the season after another shutout for against Hanwha. LG wins 4-0. Did Sung Baek give up a home run? Yep, like always. And the 3-1, that's upstairs. Ball 4. He walks the tying run onto the bases as he's on base for the third time today. Can they actually bring him in again to tie up the game as Kang Baek Ho will step in? He is 1 for 4 on the day. We'll have a pinch runner here. Put a little speed on the base pass as the manager will make his way out to the mound. Not the pitching coach. The manager makes his way out on the mound. What is this? Managers never go out to the mound in the KBO. Suddenly the manager's going out there? No, Kim Sung-soo out. Yoon Jun Hyuk out on the mound or running. Chun Sung Ho was the pinch hitter for Oh Yoon Suk, and then what did I say? Yoon Jun Hyuk is running now as Kang Bae Ko first pitch swing so hard at a pitch right down the middle that he swung himself onto the ground, and it's 0-1. Check over on the runner. And if the game ties, I'll fix the those guys. But I'm not right now with 1 out left in the ninth, or 2 outs. I should just say 2 outs in the ninth. As Kang Bae Ko looks its ball one upstairs, and it's 1-1. So 15 pitches now for Kim Tae-yeon. 2 outs, a strikeout, and a 4-3 ground out to starts, and we're getting that pitch count up a little bit for the young righty. All right, here comes the 1-1. That's low. 2-1. Probably the only good game left. 15-6 Kium against Kia. All right, here comes the 2-1 pitch and checks over on the runner. He is back in safely. And fouls that one again as he's swinging so hard, he's falling down to the ground. All right, the 2-2 counts, 2 outs, pops it foul, and it'll stay 2-2. The fans waiting impatiently, as another check over at first base. All right. Righty versus lefty, 2-2 counts. And he slaps it right to the second baseman, and that's will end the game. And 4-3 groundouts as Doosan is able to come from behind and take the lead and then hold it. Yeah. I mean, really overall, a sloppy, weird game. That's all I have to say. But Doosan able to get away with the win. I believe, is that their first win of the season? Yeah, Doosan getting their first win of the season, and Kium on their way to getting the first win of the season. Lotte lost, so there'll be 4 teams tied for last. But yeah, I mean, overall, good starting pitching. Really, honestly, just really good starting pitching. Doosan starting pitcher Chae Sung-young went 5.1 innings. Very surprised at him, honestly, because again, coming into the game last year, he had an ERA of 6. In 2024, he had an ERA of 16.2 against KT, and then in 2022, he had a 11.5 ERA, and on the road last year, he had an ERA of almost 10. So the fact that he was able to go 5.1 innings, he gave up 7 hits, walked 2, gave up 2 runs. It will end up getting the win. But then KT's starter, Song Hyung-jun, 6 innings, 79 pitches, gave up 3 runs. All of them earned 9 hits, no walks, 4 strikeouts. Really, again, these are the number 4 starters, so very solid starting pitching coming from number 4 guys. And actually, Doosan is, I would say, technically on their number 5 guy because their Korean ace Kwok Bin is injured and he be reevaluated in the middle of April. So technically, he would be maybe the 5th starter. So, but overall, I mean, just lots of hits, but not very good offensive production once you had runners on base. For uh, KT, they ended up with 3 hits with runners on scoring or on base. They ended up going 3 for 16 with runners on base, and they went 1 for 10 with runners in scoring position. Just not good. They with runners in scoring position. They've got to fix their backstop. I mean, there's nothing else I can say besides the guy finally got a hit today. But at the same time, now that he's got his hit, but he's still, you know, what has he given up? 7, 8 stolen bases, and he's hitting 65. And the at bats don't look good either. I don't care if he's your captain; he's the weakest hole that you have on the team, and it's not even close. As far as offense production, everybody, Kang Ko had a hit. Rojas had a double. Paul Min had a single, and then lined into that double play. It was rough double play. Kim Min Hyuk had 2 hits. Uh, Jung Sang Woo had a single. The 6 spots had a walk. The 7 spots had a walk and a double and an RBI. Bae Jung Dae 0 for 4 was the only spot in the lineup that did not reach base. And then obviously, Kim Sang Soo 2 for 3 with a double, a single, and a walk there at the end in the ninth. Ninth inning, right there. That guy. I mean, he hit the solo shot against Hanwha on the opening day to make it a 4-3, and then here walks to get on base for Doosan. I mean, Cave with 2 for 4 at an RBI double in the first inning, but the poor base running by Kim Jae Won. Kim Jae Won ended up once again striking out. Kim Min Sok 1 for 4 led off the game with a first pitch single that ended up kind of setting the tone. Yang Eji again 2 for 4 with an RBI. Yang Sung Won 1 for 4. So everybody in the lineup, both lineups, really did something. There was no, I would say, real standout performances anywhere in the league or anywhere in the game outside of maybe Kim Sang Soo would be, I would say, had the best offensive game. Maybe Cave also, who was 2 for 4 with a double, an RBI, and a single. So overall, a kind of a messy, sloppy game offensively. You got really good pitching from 4 and 5 starters. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be doing the Hanwha versus LG game. We'll see if Hanwha can finally score a run. Again, they shut out yesterday 5-4, and then shut out today 4-0. Elsewhere around the league, real quick, SSG ended up winning 3-1. And then right now, currently in the bottom of the ninth with nobody outs, NC's up 8-4. Samsung down to their final 3 outs. Kium up 16-6 against Kia, but they're only in the bottom of the 7th. I could see Kia coming back again. I keep talking about this in my preview, my preseason video that I've made. I've edited, or I've tried to edit, but it's just not coming together. I keep running into computer issues. I talked about Kia's bullpen last year was awful, or Kium's bullpen last year was awful. So their offense was also awful, but that's why they went out and got two guys to hit. But yeah, so I could definitely see that Kium bullpen blowing a 10-run lead with what do we got? 9 outs remaining, especially with Kia's offense that is absolutely just ridiculously good. So that game's 16-6 right now, and the bases loaded in the bottom of the 7th for Kia. So I'm not gonna switch to that. I have too much stuff to do trying to get this video up. But once again, thank you guys for tuning in. I'll be back again tomorrow, same time. LG hosting Hanwha for game 3. that LG is the final unbeaten team left in the KBO. So, as always, until next time.